Hello and welcome. We're going to do a stack of packs from the 1992 Leaf Baseball Series 2 box. And these cards are really nice. They have a premium feel. There's a lot of good inserts in here. There's an entire series of these cards that are gold bordered instead of the regular. So they have one card in each pack. There's a group of rookies and then a lot of fun ones to find along the way. Over here is our podium. The best card will go there until there is one remaining as the winner at the end. We'll talk players, we'll talk values, and just have a good time along the way. So with that, let's dive right in and see what is in store in the first pack of this stack. Fingers crossed for some cool finds. I think we're going to have some good surprises too along the way. And what do you know? Here's already a good surprise. Deion Sanders. There you go, from the Braves. That's pretty cool. Deion himself. So let's put that into a sleeve. And we'll save him for later. And then if you see what I see, we're already starting this off. Super, super cool. So first off, we'll take Deion. We'll put him on our podium because he deserves that. And then secondly, we have Gary Carter. So there we go. This card has a collector value of around $50 in a PSA 10. So we will, oh my gosh, literally just dropped the card. Maybe it's worthless now. There you go. Keep those fingers smooth or whatever. All right, we will figure that one out, but Gary's still jumping around. He does not want to stay in that pack now that he's out. So just like that, super, super quickly, Gary's going to overtake Deion as our podium leader. And we're only 2 cards in the first pack. And we got 2 big players. Let's keep rolling. Next up is Todd Worrell. Eric Davis. Ruben Amaro. Rick Wilkins. Chili Davis. Dave Hansen. Ruben Sierra. And our gold one is going to be Kevin Ward. You can see it has a nice black border, the gold foiling there. A really beautiful set overall. Jack Clark. And so these come in the 2 versions. You know, the silver is the way more popular, and then there's an entire, the same cards or the same players, same card numbers, just in that gold set, and which is more limited in number, though I think looks really nice. And Dave Fleming. Terry Steinbach. All right, on we go. That was a really solid start, so I'm optimistic for what's ahead. And this one's interesting. I don't know if I just noticed this or if this is something unique, but let me see. If this is on all of them, I'll be really impressed. So what I noticed is when I look here, and if you angle this just the right way, on the back, if you see, it says Leaf, and they kind of recessed that into the coating, so the coating is shiny and the leaf part is kind of matte and sticks out. So that's really cool. So what I'm curious is, has this been on every card? And I'm just noticing it now. It does look like it. Wow. I like that detail a lot. Very subtle, but this series, the more you look at it, the more nice things you find. Jody Reed, let's check. Yep, looks like every single card has that. I wonder what the gold ones do. Let's see if we could pull out the gold one from the last pack. And yep, it's got that as well. Very cool. That's a really, really nice, subtle element to this set. So I'm even more of a fan. We got Jody Reed. Next up, Bill Swift. Paul Sorrento. Mike Stanley. We got Lee Stevens. Luis Rivera. Good sliding angle. The photographs on these are really nice. All right, we got Frank Thomas. That's cool. And Randy Bush is our gold edition for this pack. Thomas Howard. Chris James. Dick Schofield of the New York Mets. And Moises Alou, the Expos. Archie Gianfranco of the Expos as well. And Ricky Bones coming through as the last card there. All right, on we go. We have Craig Biggio. Sliding in, Jose Offerman. Tino Martinez. All right. Jose Vizcaíno. Bobby Ojeda. Paul Miller. Mark McLemore. Cliff Brantley from the Phillies. Brian Downing, Texas Rangers. Or no, yeah, Texas Rangers. He stuck to the card in front. I wonder if that's the gold one. Yep. And it's a checklist. Interesting, a gold checklist. I wonder if that is anything special, but definitely off center. But cool to see, a gold checklist. I guess you would need that for the gold set. And we have Tom Foley, Kirk McCaskill, Jesse Orosco. Whoa. Gary Petit, and Dale Svum of the Philadelphia Phillies. And there's a rookie series, like a sub-series insert in here. And there's some fun cards in there as well. I think Pedro Martinez rookie, and a couple others. Omar Vizcaíno, Royce Clayton, Tom Glavine from that Braves team, incredible. Wade Boggs, Joe Bover from the Astros, Donnie Hill. We have Dwayne Henry from the Cincinnati Reds, Brian Downing, Texas Rangers. And here we have a interesting. So this is the header card for the series, and it just talks about, kind of the what the series is. And 44 years ago, Leaf issued the first color set of baseball cards since World War II, on and on. So that's fun. They issued header cards both in the regular and in the gold. So this is the gold header card, and I don't know if there's too much value, but it looks cool, and it's the gold version, so we will hold on to that. We have Paul Gibson of the New York Mets. Lenny Dykstra. All right. Philadelphia Phillies. Eddie Murray, New York Mets. Hubie Brooks, Tim Foley, and Greg Swindell of the Cincinnati Reds. Very nice. Like each pack has seems to have a pretty good surprise in it. And usually, you know, especially when you get a box, you'll hit some quiet packs where there's nothing. But this one has kind of been like every pack literally has had something cool, even if it's not valuable. It could be a cool player or a cool card. So definitely a good experience so far. We have Gary Wayne, Tim Belcher, Lance Blankenship. Again, though, one thing I am noticing is there are a lot of duplicate cards pretty close together. Junior Naboa, Jose Mesa. And this set, I believe, is around 550 cards or so. So to be getting, you know, so each series we have would be, you know, around 250 plus-ish cards, you know, plus the inserts. So I feel like for 250 cards to be getting that many duplicates in, you know, sometimes just the same packs, it's interesting. Bob Walk, Terry Schumpert, Mickey Morandini. This is the gold edition card there from the Philadelphia Phillies. And again, those gold cards look beautiful. Hubie Brooks, Deion Sanders. All right. That's pretty cool. We'll tuck that one into a sleeve. And let's check out Spike Owen. And we got George Bell. And let me see. Yeah, it's cool, from the White Sox. And a checklist. So we've got a couple of those so far. I guess they are necessary. And on we go. We have just crossed the turn, middle of the pack, top of the mountain, and that was pack 5. We are now on to pack number 6, the last, or the final stretch after we've turned that corner. Mike Henneman, Chris Baccio, Marquise Grissom. That's a cool one. Brian Hickerson. Here we have Scott Bankhead. Paul Miller. Mark McLemore. Oh, nope. I thought it felt like there was extra cards in there. There we go, from the Orioles. We have Cliff Brantley from the Phillies. And our gold one is going to be Kevin McReynolds from the Kansas City Royals. And checklist again. We just got this exact checklist, I believe. Let me see. I'm curious to know if I'm just making stuff up or if we did just get that one. No, maybe not. Yeah. We just got a checklist. Yep, we just got this in the pack before it. So, again, like a very odd card to get multiples of in back-to-back packs as a checklist. So something's interesting, kind of a little weird with their sorting and counting. But here we go. We have the Gold Leaf Rookies, his card for Raul Mondesi. And these are fun. This is the insert subset, and it's just for rookies. So very cool to see that. And I don't know the exact quantity that they put them in, but this one does have some potential value of around $50 or so as a PSA 10. So we'll give him the horn, and we will put him into a sleeve and check him out a little more closely later. But that's fun. I love the subsets because you never know when they're going to show up. And even the design's a little different. You have the gold border around there. So Raul will take over the podium position, and we keep rolling with the Royce Collate. Chris Baccio, Mike Henneman, and Rich Rodriguez. All right, next up, I'd like to get, there's a Jeff Kent Gold that's highly desirable. There's a Jose Canseco, Barry Bonds, but I wouldn't mind getting like a Ken Griffey. That would be cool. It's not crazy valuable, but I think it would be cool to find a Griffey card. We got Spike Owen, Andres Galarraga, Wally Ritchie, Philadelphia Phillies, Joe Slusarski of the Oakland Athletics. We got Mark Whitten. That's a doubled up card, a little stuck together. There we go. Joe Carter. Dan Pasqua. Orlando Merced. Gino Petrali. And Mark Gubishka. Mark Gubishka. This is our gold card insert for this this pack. Not even the insert, this is just the gold version. One per pack. This is the one that we have for this pack. That's a cool photo. We have John Kruk, Bruce Ruffin, Mike Jackson, Dave Elland, and Kyle Abbott. Very nice, very nice. And what awaits us here? We begin with Lance Blankenship, David Justice. That's cool. Dave Cochran, Craig Lefferts. And we turn these around. Brian Hunter, Randy Velarde. There we go. New York Yankees. Kent Urbeck. There we go. Anthony Young, New York Mets. And Pete Incaviglia. He is our gold insert, or our gold version in this pack. They look amazing. George Bell, Jeff King, Jody Reed, and Jeff King again. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's really strange how you'll get the same card in the same pack multiple times. Vince Horseman. But you know what? Maybe there will be multiple Ken Griffey's in the same pack. Maybe it works both ways, both like that, and pretty wild. All right, here we go. The last pack of the stack. It's been a fun one. What awaits us here? Brian Harvey to begin. We have Glenn Davis, Tony Pena. Oh, you see Canseco is sliding in, so it's kind of a cool double Tony Pena Jose Canseco card. Mickey Morandini, Trevor Wilson, Terry Leach, Kim Batiste, Juan Guerrero, Cliff Brantley, Lou Whitaker is the gold one there. And Rich Rodriguez. We have Al Newman. Chris Gwynn. Tony F. Neer. And Randy Bush. All right. So that runs through our current stack right there. Let's do the wrap up of who we have on our team. I'm just going to tuck this one in a sleeve because it's the gold one and pretty cool. All right, so for today, we have a couple. Our winner is going to be Raul Mondesi, his rookie card there with the special insert version. And then we have Gary Carter, a great catcher, fun card. And then we have our Lou Whitaker, the cool gold version of the standard card. So pretty solid day with some great players. I hope you learned something as we went along, and I hope you had fun. And there you have it. Until next time.